Alrighty, guys. Good morning, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Gardendale Garage here in beautiful Alabama. I'd like to wish Lorraine Meadows Rhodes a very happy birthday. The love of my life right there. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday. And many more, you old bat. She's going to kill me for that. Anyway, alrighty, guys. We have got two that are going out this morning. Alright, I'm going to have another one that's going to be going out this afternoon. And that's going to be for Mr. Ty Sav. Ty wanted a custom Playboy bunny one, so I'm working on it. Okay, so anyway, needless to say, we've got two for this morning right now. Alright, and this one happens to belong to Mr. Vinny T. Yeah, my cousin Vinny, yeah. Vinny, what are you doing? Alright, Vinny went ahead and he sent this crazy thing in for me. And this is a Jasper model. I RGH3'd it, of course. We put a 1 terabyte drive in this bitch. Then I went ahead and also found that the eject button didn't work. I was like going like, why is the drive tray hanging up? Oh yes, the belt, which happens to be the original belt from this thing back in 2009. So I replaced the belt, and of course it works, and there's no problems there. These things are tough little creatures, man. They're hard to kill. So anyway, we went ahead, we replaced the belt on it for you, so that way then you didn't have to deal with that crap, and pretty much it's all good to go. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, we're going to fire this thing up here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over to the capture card right here, alright, and we should boot up, and what you just did, and like I said, chipless install RGH3, really nice, works real good on this model. Some of them you gotta mess with in order to get it to boot the way that it does. That's just a known issue with the FATs, but not this one. So anyway, we're going to boot up. We're going to get some notifications from the server letting us know it's online. There you are. Hello again, Vinny T. You're on Alliance Live. There you go. All right, and this is our college football revamped updater right here. So for right now, we're on version 17.1. The minute version 18 drops. Now, it dropped for the PS3. It dropped for the PC. Okay? They're working on the Xbox One. I don't know why it's always the last to be done, but it is, so we're just hanging. All right? The minute it drops, I'm going to make a post. All right? I'm going to upload the files to the server, and then you'll be able to use this to download CFBR. Okay? This was made by my developer. It was an idea that we both came up with, and pretty much we wanted to make it simple for people to be able to download, so this is readily available. And in fact, I've given this out to a few builders that I know that are really good people, and I tell them, look, use it, man, just use it on your consoles and everything, because it makes life simple for people. They don't have to sit there with a computer and transfer files and folders back and forth and everything. Okay, although still, when you have to do rosters and stuff like that, you got to do that. Oh yeah, shout out to Stu Douglas, good guy. Stu goes ahead and he does a lot of the rosters and stuff like that. So if you're into college football revamped and you need a roster done or something, Stu will be able to help you. Okay, he's a real good guy. He loves helping the community out. Check him out on Facebook. All right, now, so for right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit I'm already up to date. Okay, and there you are. All right, and we're good. Okay, now we're gonna go through this thing. All right, Xbox 360. Start off with the dashboard. All right, this is 1 terabyte of fun right here. Okay. As you can see, it got College Hoops 2K8 on this thing, Fable, all the Call of Duties, your Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto series, Ghost Recon, your Halo series on there, Kane and Lynch, Mass Effect Trilogy, all of this stuff. NBA 2K10 through NBA 2K17, NBA Jam, NCAA Football 10 through 14, NHL Hockey, PGR4, so on and so forth. Sonic, Test Drive, Wolfenstein, and a whole bunch of wrestling on there as well. Alright, so if you're into the sports games and stuff like that, well, there you go. And there's a ton more besides that. Okay, so explore, have fun with it. Xbox Live Arcade, okay, you got a ton of Live Arcade on this thing as well. Okay, this is all the old Live Arcade games, and yes, they all fully work. You got to put it into bypass mode in order to make them work, okay? And I'm going to explain that. Alright, now, okay, homebrew section. This is where the tools reside. We really don't use Flash 360 anymore, or a NAND flasher, but in case Microsoft decides to pull out of their butt a dashboard update, they're going to come in handy, okay? Now, classic games, all right? You got a ton of original classic games on here. These are for the original Xbox. You got 46 titles, all right? And I mean, you got a lot of Knockout Kings, Madden, Madden 2005, 2007, 2008, Midnight Club, Double Edition, Mortal Kombat, Deception, your NBA 2K3, 2K6, 7, NBA Ballers, Phenom. Yeah, I mean, you got a ton of stuff on here, and they all play on this damn thing, okay? Tony Hawk's Underground, so on and so forth. A ton of stuff, once again. All right, now, you also got to put that into bypass mode, okay, in order to play those games. Then you have indie games on here. And then if you're into retro, okay, you have your emulators, all right? You got Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, back to Game Boy Advance, all right? If there is any kind of old gen game you want to play, it's in there. There's over 9,000 ROMs on there, okay? Yeah, I mean, they are fully loaded. They're not just the emulators, okay? So you're good to go, and you can add as much as you want to this thing, all right? It's all up to you and whatever you want to do with it, all right? Now, we'll go to Xbox 360 here, Xbox 360 dashboard, all right? We're going to make sure that she's right and tight and up on the server, all right, in which she is. Life is good. Hitting the guide button, you will see we are one of the 4 servers that have X Community Beta. X Community Beta is a matchmaking service, okay? What that does is, like all the old Halos, all the old simple matchmaking games, all the way back to GTA 4, well, guess what? They're all playable, and you can get into sessions left and right with this damn thing. It enhances Microsoft Live's, matchmaking service. So, there you go. All right, now, over in your 5th tab, you have your cheats as well. All right, to disable hit A, to enable hit A. These are cheats for those games right there. And it pretty much when you enable the cheat, when you load the game in multiplayer mode, it's going to come up. It's going to say, hey, holding the left trigger pushed in on the left D-pad, and that's going to give you the menu, okay? And then you can choose whatever you want by hitting A, and then A to select, and then B to back out for Advanced Warfare. For the rest of them, you're going to use X to select and B to back out, all right? So, those are our cheats right there. Okay, then we're going to take this back here. We're going to bring this back to Xbox Home. All right, now, bypass mode. I'm going to explain bypass mode. Because I've had people that still say, well, I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to do it. And I have explained it as simply as I possibly could. So you know what? I might as well show you. Okay? Look. When you get this crazy thing, all right, let's say you want to play in bypass mode. Let's say you want to play an original Xbox game, a classic Xbox game, okay? All right? Let's say you want to do that, okay? Now, classic game come up. We've got to give it a second. The cache got to load on the hard drive and all that other happy nonsense. So we've got to wait for it. Come on, stop playing with me, thank you. All right, now, let's just say, all right, let's say you want to play Burnout, okay? Now, if you have this thing active online, it is not going to work. This is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, okay? I'm making this as simple as I possibly can. If you cannot understand this, maybe you don't need one of these things, okay? So anyway, you get a black screen. That's it, all right? Now, how are we going to do this, okay? How do we play original games and how do we play Xbox Live full versions? We put the console into bypass mode. I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So, you want to know what bypass mode is because now you have to shut the console down because it's fatal crashed. It's done, all right? Now, this is what you're going to do, all right? The first thing you're going to do, you're going to press the freaking power button. Then you're going to press eject, okay? You leave the tray hanging out, all right? Now, when the console boots, in which it just did, okay, you're going to go to the original dashboard. It's going to take you to the original dashboard. You'll be, where's all my games and everything? Well, I'm going to answer that in a second. Give it a minute. All right? Now, as you can see, we're at the original dashboard. Now, we can push the tray back in. All right? Now, press the home button. Okay? Now, what we do, we hit Xbox Home. All of a sudden, guess what? It's going to load Aurora. Okay? We're bypassing the plugins. That's what we're doing. Okay? Now, we give it a second. There's Aurora. Okay? There's all your games. That's why people, I'm like going like, don't you know how to select the button? Okay? Now, this is what you do. Now, we can go ahead, all right, and let's go on over to our classic game. Okay? Now, give it a second. It's got to load the cache. I know it's a 1 terabyte drive. It's huge. Okay? So it's got to load the cache. Once the cache loads, it gets a lot faster. But that's just the way it is. Okay? I mean, 1 terabyte is 1 terabyte. All right, now, here we are. Now, we wanted to play Burnout, right? Well, here we go. See, look at that. Oh, my God. Wow. Ooh, no fatal crash, no nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Plain and simple. It works. All right? Now, I don't know why people cannot understand to do this. I don't get it because it's very simple, but yet I don't know. So anyway, that's bypass mode. And as you can see, the game is playing. Okay? Now, here's the trick though. All right? When you go ahead, all right? When you go ahead, and that's very, very good video quality too for this damn thing. I'm quite impressed. All right? Anyway, okay, now look. In plain English, okay, hitting the start button, you load the profile, all that crap, okay? Now look, when you want to end the game, okay, if you pull up the guide, okay, it might fatal crash. That's just the way it is. That's the way that this emulator is. There's nothing I can do about that. It has nothing to do with the RGH. The RGH is not busted or anything like that. And RGH works one way, okay? If it boots and it gets to the dashboard, guess what? There's nothing wrong with the hardware, okay? It's all software related, okay? When you get a fatal crash, guess what? That's software related. End of story, okay? And that's due to the fact of the guy that actually programmed the emulator, okay? So anyway, the game does work, no problem there, okay? But if you do open the guide, sometimes it will fatal crash, okay? Sometimes it won't. It depends on the game and depends on the emulator, all right? As far as Xbox Live, you know, XBLA and all that, no problems. But when you're playing emulated games, sometimes it will crash. It all depends, okay? So anyway, we'll hit Xbox Home. Yes, we'll see if it crashes. Okay? No, it didn't crash. Okay, that's cool. So anyway, now it's going to take us back to Aurora, and then you could play another classic game. All right? So there is bypass mode in a nutshell. Now, mind you, okay, when you put the thing into bypass mode, all right, when you hit the guide button, you're going to have a regular guide. You're not going to have the fancy Alliance guide and all that crap. You're also not online, period. Okay? You're online on your local area network, okay? XBDM is still in play. It's running. If you don't know what that is, this is why I tell you to watch the startup setup video, because this is all explained. So please watch that video, okay? Because it explains everything. I have people that come to me with these questions, and it's like, did you not watch the video? Because that's addressed. Everything about this thing is addressed in that startup setup video. So please watch that video fully to understand this thing, all right? Because I mean, it's just crazy to ask me a question that I've already answered 10,000 times. All right, it's just ridiculous. All right, so, you know, I mean, if you want to learn about this thing, you really want to know how it works, well, guess what? Watch that video, okay? Now, that's the way bypass mode works. All right, it's very simple. Now, when you want to get back online, power the system off, power it back on normally, and you will get online, okay? So, anyway, needless to say, Vinny, just for your head, there you go, all right? Not to mention everybody else's. All right? But anyway, Vinny, listen, I want to thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. We're shipping it off this afternoon, or I should say this morning, actually, because, yeah, we're going to get it out before 12. So anyway, needless to say, it's going to be on its way. Thank you so much for your business. I greatly do appreciate it. You're going to get an email with a link to this video, as well as a link to the startup setup video that I have mentioned 10,000 times. Please watch that video. Oh my God. I don't know why I have to keep saying it. Okay, but I do. Because obviously people don't pay attention to it, you know? So anyway, there you go. Thank you so much, Vinny. I greatly do appreciate it. Now we're going to say goodbye to Vinny. All right. And Vinny, you'll notice that I have this up on a wireless adapter right here. Okay? You know, you can get one of them. They're not that cheap. They're like $33, $34 for the damn things, okay? But it does work well. But if you're going wired, then you don't have to worry about it, okay? Also, please make sure to watch that startup setup video to get it up on your network for the first time. If you don't, you're going to be looking at the Xbox 360 logo for a very, very long time. Again, that's all explained in the startup setup video, all right? So please watch that video. Now we're going to say goodbye to Vinny T, okay? See you later, Vinny. It's been a blast. Now we're going to grab hold of Mr. Colton Keats. Mr. Keats bought a 500 gig RGH slim model, as you can see. Thank God I have multiple friggin' power supplies here. Alright, otherwise I'd be ripping my hair out. Yeah. Alrighty, Mr. Keats. This one is yours. This is 500 gig. Everything that I just said previously applies, that I talked about with Vinny's console applies to yours. It's a little different looking, but it's the same damn shit. Okay? So, let's go through it, shall we? We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna boot this bitch up. Let me swap on over to the capture card here. And there we go. And the thing boots like a beast. It better, There's no chip in play here. It's all RGH3. So, you know, no chip to time, no nothing. It just boots. Any idiot can do this now. Now, all right. We're going to boot up. We're going to get some notifications from the server letting us know it's online, live, and all that other happy nonsense. There you go. Got it good. All right. And then we're going to load all the stuff here. Wait a minute. I'm already up to date. There's our CFBR updater. Okay. I'm already up to date. And there you go. Now, this is 500 gigs of fun. All right. We'll hit the Xbox 360. All right. And now, as you can see, we start off at the dashboard. Work our way through. As you can see, you got Afro Samurai on there. Battlefield. Call of Duty's on there. At the Yin Yang. Modern Warfare. College Hoops. 2K8. Dragon Balls. Yeah, you play with your balls. Raging Blast and all that. Grand Theft Auto series. Halo. Mass Effect Trilogy, Minecraft, Mortal Kombat, Ncaa Football 14 with College Football Revamped, of course. You know, so on and so forth. Sonic, Test Drive, Sims, you name it, it's on it. Okay? Now, Xbox Live Arcade. Got a ton of Live Arcade on there as well. Then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. You have indie games on there, of course. And then you have classic games on there as well. As you can see, Halo. You know, there's six games on here total. All right, as much as I can put on this drive. Then of course you have emulators. You got Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, back to Nintendo. All right, now Xbox 360. Hit the dashboard. Make sure she's right and tight and up on the server. Yep, and there you are. Hitting the guide button, you will see there's X Community Beta, and of course our cheats. Disable A, enable A. Same thing. Okay. We'll bring that back to Xbox Home. Colton, there you have it, brother. Listen, thank you so much for your business. Greatly do appreciate it. We're going to be shipping it off this morning along with Vinny's. All right, and it'll be to your door in about 2 to 3 days. So thank you so much. Guys, listen, you all have a good one. I'm going to holler at you later. I got a lot of work I got to catch up on. A ton of work. So anyway, you all take it easy and have a great day. Talk to you soon, guys.